66 million years ago, Earth was a very different world. The air was thick and warm, filled with more oxygen than we breathe today. Massive creatures roamed the lands, ruled the seas, and soared through prehistoric skies. It was the end of the Cretaceous Period, and life had flourished for millions of years. But everything was about to change. The day began like any other. In what would one day become the Yucatan Peninsula, herds of duck-billed dinosaurs grazed on tropical vegetation. Tyrannosaurs stalked through ancient forests, while pterosaurs glided overhead. In the seas, mosasaurs and plesiosaurs pursued schools of prehistoric fish through warm, shallow waters. High above Earth's atmosphere, something was approaching. A massive asteroid, 9 miles wide, hurtled through space at over 40,000 miles per hour. This cosmic bullet had been traveling for millions of years, and its journey was about to end in spectacular fashion. The first sign was a bright light in the sky, growing larger by the second. Some animals looked up, sensing something unfamiliar. Others continued their daily routines, unaware that they were witnessing the last moments of their world. The light grew brighter, becoming a brilliant fireball that outshone the sun. Then it hit. The asteroid slammed into Earth with the force of 10 billion nuclear bombs. The impact created a crater over 90 miles wide and 20 miles deep. The ground rippled like water, and a column of superheated rock and steam shot into the atmosphere. The initial blast vaporized everything within hundreds of miles. But this was just the beginning. A massive tsunami, over a mile high, raced across the ancient Gulf of Mexico, sweeping away everything in its path. The impact sent a rain of molten rock high into the atmosphere, which fell back to Earth as burning projectiles. Forests ignited, and wildfires spread across continents. The sky turned dark as debris filled the atmosphere. What had been a warm, sunny day became darker than the darkest night. The darkness would last for months. The temperature plummeted as sunlight was blocked from reaching Earth's surface. Plants began to die, and with them, the plant-eating dinosaurs that depended on them for food. But nature wasn't done yet. On the other side of the world, in what would become modern-day India, the Earth was already under stress. The Deccan Traps, a massive volcanic system, had been erupting for thousands of years. The asteroid impact triggered even more intense volcanic activity. Huge volumes of lava poured from fissures in the Earth, releasing toxic gases into the already darkened atmosphere. The combination was lethal. The impact winter from the asteroid was made worse by volcanic emissions. Sulfur dioxide from the volcanoes combined with water vapor in the atmosphere to create acid rain. The oceans became more acidic, killing off countless marine species. The food chain began to collapse from the bottom up. Large dinosaurs, which needed enormous amounts of food to survive, were the first to feel the effects. Herbivores couldn't find enough plants to sustain themselves. As they died off, the carnivores that preyed on them followed. The once mighty Tyrannosaurus rex, apex predator of its time, found itself in a world without prey. The extinction of the dinosaurs marked a turning point in Earth's history, forever altering the course of life on our planet. In the oceans, the situation was equally dire. The lack of sunlight meant that photosynthetic plankton died off, disrupting the entire marine food web. Large marine reptiles, which had ruled the seas for millions of years, began to disappear. The darkness and cold reached even the deepest parts of the oceans. Months turned into years. The only creatures that managed to survive were those that could adapt to the harsh new conditions. Small, warm-blooded mammals, which could survive on less food and stay warm in the cold, endured. Some birds, the descendants of certain dinosaurs, made it through. Crocodiles and turtles, able to go long periods without food, survived in rivers and swamps. The aftermath reshaped life on Earth forever. When the skies finally cleared and the sun returned, the world was transformed. The great dinosaurs were gone, leaving only their bones as testament to their existence. The Deccan Traps continued to erupt for thousands of years, but their impact was less severe without the asteroid's effects. In the emptied niches left by the extinct species, new forms of life began to evolve and thrive. The mammals that survived gradually grew larger and more diverse, eventually giving rise to all modern mammals, including humans. The birds took to the skies, becoming the only surviving dinosaur lineage. The Earth itself bore scars of this cataclysm. The impact crater, though buried under sediment and water, remained as a circular structure in the Yucatan Peninsula. The Deccan Traps cooled into one of the largest volcanic features on Earth, covering an area larger than France. Today, we can read this story in the rocks. Layers of sediment from this time contain high levels of iridium, an element rare on Earth but common in asteroids. The boundary between Cretaceous and Paleogene rocks is marked by this layer, a thin stripe that represents one of the most dramatic events in Earth's history. This double disaster, the asteroid impact and volcanic eruptions, reshaped our planet's destiny. It ended the age of dinosaurs but paved the way for the rise of mammals and eventually humans. It serves as a reminder of how quickly life can change and how resilient it can be in the face of catastrophe. As we study these ancient events, we gain perspective on our own place in Earth's history. The same forces that ended the reign of dinosaurs are still at work today. Asteroids still orbit the sun, and volcanoes still shape our planet. But now, unlike the dinosaurs, we can see them coming and understand their power, giving us a chance to protect our own future on this ever-changing Earth. The extinction of the dinosaurs stands as the most famous mass extinction in our planet's history, a testament to the awesome power of cosmic accidents and geological forces. It reminds us that even the mightiest creatures can vanish in the blink of a geological eye, while the smallest and most adaptable might survive to inherit the Earth.